The NFL draft is tomorrow night. Who will the Bengals pick? That is the big question. Here to break it down is Richard Skinner. Richard, when you see the 28th pick happen, who do you think the Bengals will choose?
There's an interesting dilemma maybe here, that at 28, everybody's draft board is different. And in fact, Zach Taylor told a great story the other day about how they literally sat for 33 picks hoping to get Logan Wilson in the third round. That's how high they had Logan Wilson rated on their board as a second-round pick. So who knows where they've got the 28 guys rated on their board going into it. There is the possibility that they trade out of the first round. If you get some multiple picks to add to the depth, and you have a guy you say, hey, we got 3 or 4 guys. If we move back 6 or 7 picks into round 2, we're still going to get a guy that we like. I don't think that happens, but that's certainly in play. To me, I know the great story is Michael Mayer, the tight end from Covenant Catholic in Notre Dame. Homecoming for him. Grew up a Bengals fan. That would be cool. But I don't think they consider tight end a premium position, and that's a premium pick. And so for me, I think it will be somewhere on the defensive side, either cornerback or defensive line, defensive end.
And when we talk about the defense, there are some players not coming back.
Right. Hey, you got a couple guys that are in the pipeline. The contracts expired. DJ Reader's off the books after this year. Chidobe Awuzie's off the books after this year. We saw last year they knew Jesse Bates was coming off the books. So what did they do? They went and drafted Dax Hill, a safety, as a replacement. That's kind of the luxury spot they're in right now of going, all right, we think this guy's a great depth piece. If he needs to start for us this year, we can have him do that. But we're going to do a preemptive strike if guys leave as free agents, because you can't pay them all. You're going to pay Joe Burrow, and you're going to pay T. Higgins in all likelihood, and you're probably going to pay Logan Wilson. Well, the money's not ad infinitum with a salary cap, so suddenly you need to have some guys on rookie contracts. They've had offensive guys on rookie contracts, Burrow, Higgins, Chase. So what do? They spend a lot on defense. This time around, I think this draft is going to be more, hey, let's get some young defensive guys on rookie contracts in the pipeline.
And speaking of young stars for Joe Burrow, do you see them adding any weapons? We talked about Michael Mayer, but anyone else possibly?
Yeah, there's going to be a running back taken at some point. I know people have talked about a couple guys sliding round 1, Bijan Robinson from Texas being the main guy that, boy, it'd be a hard time to pass up on him. But I don't think they consider running back a premium position anymore. The league doesn't consider that a premium position. So I do think there's a lot of 3rd round to 5th round graded running backs. I think you can get one. It wouldn't shock me if they double up and take maybe one in the 3rd round, one in the 5th round, and eventually get to the point of moving on from Joe Mixon, maybe even as early as this year, because again, you got to get money into play. You got to find money to pay Joe Burrow. That's still the first and foremost thing they've got to find, is the money to pay for Joe Burrow. In order to do that, you're going to have some guys on rookie contracts.
Richard Skinner, exciting as always. Can't wait to see who they'll pick.